Tom Scudamore, 33 to 1. 2 doesn't go. 3 does. It's Ansar, Blinker, David Casey, 25 to 1. Number 4 is Casthari, Graham Lee, 14 to 1. 5 is Ilnamar, Visored, Timmy Murphy, 12 to 1. 6, Jack Dawson, Jim Cullity, 20 to 1. And 7 is Fountain Hill, Paddy Brennan, 12 to 1. 8 is Supreme Serenade, Paul Flynn, a 9 to 1 shot. Number 9 is Dancing Bay, Mick Fitzgerald, 11 to 1. 10, Top Strategy, Blinkard, Ruby Walsh, 20 to 1. 11, Tumbling Dice, Barry Geraghty, 18 to 1. 12 is Ebin Zaid, Gary Berridge claiming 5, 33 to 1. 13, Zibelline, Noel Feely, 50 to 1. 14, Royalty, David Dennis, 50 to 1. 15, Idole First, Alan O'Keefe, 28 to 1. And 16, Mythical King, Robert Thornton, 50 to 1. Number 17, Royal Hector, who wears a visor. Tom Malone rides, claiming 5, 33 to 1. 18, Spring Pursuit, Christian Williams, 33 to 1. 19, Distant Prospect, Tony McCoy, the 9 to 2 favourite. 20, Sharp Rigging, Jimmy McCarthy, 66 to 1. 21, Covent Garden, Tony Dobbin, 12 to 1. 22, Fairwood Present, John Cullen, 25s. 23, Omni Cosmo Touch, Dominic Ellsworth, 25s. 24, Red Ruffles, Tom Doyle, 33s. 25, Anatar, Jamie Moore, 25s. 26, Uomi, Carl Llewellyn, 66s. 27, Liam Ducott, Andrew Tinkler, 66s. 28, After 8, Sam Thomas, 33s. 29, Give Me Love, Bobby McNally, 50s. And 30, Mr. Fluffy, Robert Stevens claiming 5, 40 to 1. Back Nick, and it continues to be backed 4 to 1. Supreme Serenade is weak at 10s. Ilnamar 12s. That was quite well back this morning as well. 12 to 1 Fountain Hill. Dancing Bay 12s as well. Casthari 14s from 16s. It was quite an impressive winner last time up. 14s Covent Garden. Jack Dawson at 20 to 1. He ran really well when he was at 5th in the Swinton behind Max Joy at Haydock. Top Strategy 20s. Tumbling Dice 20s. Fairwood Present 25s, Omni Cosmo Touch the same price, and Anatar is also 25 to 1.
Started in a pretty good line after all of that as they jump away for this Coral Cup towards the first flight. You Owe Me and Royal Liti with the grey Cascari handy. Tumbling Dice is also up with the pace, and After 8 in the pale blue jacket on the near side is handy. Nose-banded Red Ruffles is just in behind them with Fountain Hill on the near side in yellow as this huge field charges on towards the second flight. And it's You Owe Me that leads over that from Royal Liti in the black and yellow diamonds. After 8 on the right in the dark jacket Tumbling Dice, and then Cascari followed by Fountain Hill. Ebin Zaid is next, Red Ruffles, and then Idole First, Ilnamar towards the inside to make the long turn at the bottom end. Jack Dawson is wide of Mythical King then, followed by Lockdur. They're very closely grouped together in the midfield there. Can you just see a red cap horse and a noseband in midfield, blue jacket? That's Distant Prospect. Try and get a clearer ident on the well back Distant Prospect in a moment or two. Out the back at this stage, Top Strategy with also Sharp Rigging, one of the back markers, and Zibelline is perhaps last of all. Supreme Serenade just on the left of frame, red and white jacket, she's right out the back as well. You Owe Me from Tumbling Dice and Cascari over the next, Royal Liti, and then Ebin Zaid and Fountain Hill over on the inside, followed through by Idole First and Jack Dawson, and on the near side the red and white jacket as we close in on the leader, You Owe Me and Carl Llewellyn, as they make the long run now towards the next flight of hurdles before they have to go out on one more circuit. And it's You Owe Me from Cascari in second place, then Tumbling Dice is third, After 8 on the inside of Royal Liti, followed by Ebin Zaid and Jack Dawson. Wider is Mythical King, none wider than Omni Cosmo Touch, who's got a white face, and then behind the leaders it's Ilnamar, followed back behind these by Ansar and then Mr. Fluffy. Distant Prospect still deep buried in the midfield just wide of Dancing Bay. Then Give Me Love from Lillian Ducott and Royal Hector, Lockdur and Omni Cosmo Touch, and Covent Garden well down at the moment from Supreme Serenade. Then Anatar, Fairwood Present, Spring Pursuit, Sharp Rigging, Top Strategy, and finally Zibelline. Running towards the back straight, they're still well grouped together here. It's not a scorching pace for such a big field. but it's You Owe Me that continues to lead the way to Cascari and Tumbling Dice on the inside. Royalty is fourth, Ebin Zaid is fifth, wide of after 8, followed by Fountain Hill and Ilnamar and Idole first, and then out wide Jack Dawson of Ansar and Dancing Bay cutting every corner up the inside. Distant Prospect is next as they clear that flight of hurdles from Then Give Me Love. Back behind these, Fairwood Present on the inside from Top Strategy. Out the back, Lock Derg is under pressure. Supreme Serenade still out the back under a patient ride together with Sharp Rigging. Spring Pursuit also at the back, Anatar. And dropping right out now is Omni Cosmo Touch. Heading towards the next then. And You Owe Me has got company, Cascari, Tumbling Dice and Tidy Landing in fourth place there. And it's You Owe Me, Cascari the Grey, Royalty on the outside, a line of 3 as they make this top turn now. Tumbling Dice remains in fourth place from after 8. Then Ebin Zaid, followed by Ansar. Dancing Bay has now been pulled to the outside by Mick Fitzgerald, jumping that flight. Dancing Bay making some headway now as they run up the hill. Back behind them, Distant Prospect on the inside in about 10th. That blue jacket, red cap, nose banded runner, Distant Prospect improving as Royal Leety now leads the way at the top of the hill. Tumbling Dice goes second. The early leader, You Owe Me, is now relegated back to third. Now, where are the late runners coming from? We've got Ansar, Dancing Bay, Sharp Rigging, Yellow Sleeves is making headway. After 8 is behind these with Fountain Hill. Then Fairwood Present trying for a daring run up the inside as they run down towards the third last. Royal Leety from Tumbling Dice, then Dancing Bay still looking dangerous. Sharp Rigging on the outside, followed by Fountain Hill. Behind these then is Idole first, the red and white jacket, then Ansar. Distant Prospect now coming under pressure. They run down towards the second last, and Tumbling Dice just wavering towards Dancing Bay. Sharp Rigging is the faller there when bang alongside, and it's Tumbling Dice left in front from Dancing Bay as they round the final turn. They're chased in third by Idole first, then Royal Leety, and then Fountain Hill, and after 8 as they race to the final flight, Tumbling Dice, Dancing Bay. Idole first is pulled wide. Tumbling Dice just lands ahead, Dancing Bay, but Idole first runs on very strongly in the red and white jacket on the near side and seems to have their measure, and it's Idole first now that kicks away from Dancing Bay, and up the hill Idole first, and Alan O'Keefe riding for Venetia Williams wins the Coral Cup, and Alan O'Keefe salutes the crowd. Dancing Bay is second, in third Tumbling Dice, then Covent Garden late headway for fourth from after 8. Fairwood Present, and then Royal Leety, Fountain Hill. Distant Prospect in the end about 10th or 11th only from Lillian de Cotte and Mythical King and Supreme Serenade. They trailed back in the end to Ilnamar, Red Ruffles, Ebin Zaid, and Anatar was just about the last.
Venetia Williams and Alan O'Keefe, 33-1 Idole first, Dancing Bay second at 14s, third home was Tumbling Dice at 16-1, and fourth Covent Garden at 14-1. Distant Prospect, the 100-30 favourite, was very well backed, could only finish 9th, non-runner 2, and 29 ran.